here's my question psychologically. Why would you work?
That is a good question. Why would you work in America? You know, he was showing the graphic there where the difference between those who don't work with government assistance only make about $1,000 less versus those who do work in one category. Unfortunately, in that one category of those who do choose to work and get a little bit of government assistance, they don't really make a lot of money. And maybe sometimes it ain't the government assistance issue, it's the ones paying those to work. You know, I just got back from Australia where it is $35 to be a coffee barista. It's considered illegal, basically, or rude to tip servers and bartenders because they make so much money for simply going to work. They don't have to act like they like you or wink at you so that you'll give them a $10 or $20 tip so they can survive. Unfortunately, the economical situation of America provides so much financial stress that to make a living working in America is almost an impossible, unequivocal, not fair situation. Let me show you something. This is the Fair Work Commission in Australia. Their minimum wage is $20.33 per hour, which is a significantly higher than the $7 hour or $7 per hour minimum wage in the United States. Now, there are certain things in the Australian situation to where people find it somewhat difficult to become multi-millionaires because of things like this. Once companies or organizations start to make a certain amount of money, there are regulations in that country to where it has to be dispersed equivocally to the worker of the company so that people are not financially stressed or incentivized to live off of the government and make just as much money as if they didn't work at all. But this is the big crossing point in America. This is the big left-right argument. Do we blame the corporate world on the right for not paying equal wages as they become multi-millionaire, billionaire people? Or do we blame the government for subsidizing people just so they can barely live? So they can barely get by. Both those people in that graphic who are working and not working are barely getting by. Do you not think that the government should supply funds to its people who pay taxes and everything else to at least barely get by? We always have this argument about homeless people and stuff like that. So we think government should help people not be on the streets of our own fucking country, right? But what about those who are working? What about those who are busting their ass? Shouldn't they be paid enough to live better than those who are on the streets? So that's the argument. Is corporate America just being greedy, or is government assistance doing the wrong thing by helping people barely survive? I think it's a pretty interesting discussion, but I think I lean towards the greed side. Why is it that people barely get by working? I just got through 3 months of experiencing that's not how the world operates. And it's pretty sad to see the great United States operate less than someone else. We're supposed to be badass. Let's start acting like it. Let's do what's right. That's why we started all these wars in the first place, correct?